Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. I would appreciate that very, very much. All right. BS Profile says loud and clear. And so to business. Welcome, welcome one and all to the latest edition of the Hard R podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about one Karmelo Sincere Anthony, who sincerely needs a change in strategy. Things have gone from bad to worse for Team Karmelo Anthony. Niggas have figured things out. The jig is up. The grift is over. And all indications is that this is not going to go well for Mr. Anthony in court. Dr. B84 with the... Oh, wait a minute. Walter, get out of here. Those are my chips. Give me a second. There we go. Dr. B84 with the $20 super chat. Says, probably not today, but Donovan, please review Myron's live stream from Friday where he almost got attacked by a nigga. It's posted in the Discord and is pure hard R material. I am actually going to react to that right now. That is going to be the first thing that I react to. So first we're going to react to the nigga that threatened to pour a drink on Myron Gaines. That obviously did not. That obviously probably was not going to go well for him. And then we are going to get into. Actually, you don't want to know something? Yeah, let's get everybody warmed up. Let's go ahead and do a reaction to the Myron Gaines. Let's just go ahead and do a reaction to the Myron Gaines street debate that he did out there in Miami. This video is entitled "Heated Debate. Unk Tries to Fight Myron." Oh boy.
Fine, yeah, just come around this way, bro. We'll take a picture. No problem, no problem. You did.
It looks like Myron has grown his hair back out again. I like it. I like the waves.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, bro. I did good.
No problem, man. Yeah, no worries.
This is one thing that I love about Myron, and this is something that a lot of you are probably aware of already if you've ever met him. Myron is extremely generous with his time, especially with people he doesn't know. Like, dude, anytime, and guys, I've been on Fresh and Fit a zillion times, okay? And typically, I'll get to the studio about an hour and a half early. Me, and this is sort of a tradition that we have since the start. Me, Myron, and Fresh will go out and grab a quick bite to eat, kind of discuss what's going to happen on the podcast, as well as after hours. And we get stopped all the time, man. We get stopped all the time. Myron is never standoffish. He always takes pictures. I remember there was a gaggle of people, 5 or 6 people, walked up. Hey, man, can I get a picture? Hey, da-da-da-da. He stood there for about 10 minutes, shook hands, and talked to all of them. We didn't mind. We didn't mind at all, man, because these were guys, like, paying their respects. But Myron is never standoffish. He's always generous with his time. He's always very, very appreciative of people who come up and give him words of encouragement. Guys, this is why we do it, okay? This is why we do what we do. You guys will never know. How can I put this? And I don't mean to get off track here, but I've got to say this before we break this down. I don't think you guys will ever know. How can I put this? You guys will never know the intense satisfaction that comes with somebody you don't even know walking up to you and saying, hey, man, I've watched you since 2021, 2022. You changed my life. Just wanted to shake your hand. Guys, this is why we do it. This is why we do it. Yeah, the money's nice. Yeah, the girls are nice. Yeah, the influence is nice. But the real reason we do it, the real reason we do it are those handshakes in public. Okay, we do it for those messages we get on Patreon. We do it for those messages we get in Discord. We do it for you guys. We do it. I don't know. It's an incredible high. That's not why I do it. Of course not. But you guys will never, ever know the immense sense of pride that comes with someone, a man you do not know, telling you that you changed their life. You'll never, it's something I could never explain. All right, let's continue.
No problem, bro. Thank you for supporting. So yeah, women belong in the kitchen. Oh, what's up, bro? How are you, man? Women belong in the kitchen. Change.
Yeah, King Life says he was literally at the front of the yacht at the million sub party and shook everyone's hand that got on the ship. Every single one, guys. Every single one. He shook everybody's hand. He is extremely generous with his time. He really is.
My mind, or the last military operation we did alongside Israel was a complete failure.
My man, where'd you get your game from?
My what?
Where you get your game from?
My
This
game?
must be the nigga.
Yeah,
This must be the
like-
nigga.
Like, where you get your game
Say, where you get your game from?
from? I'm just curious.
Okay, anytime somebody says, I'm just curious, okay, that means they're looking for some sort of confrontation. Okay, they're either looking for confrontation or they're going to use that answer later on in the discussion, later on in the confrontation. Anyone says, well, I just wanted to ask you, I'm just curious. No, you're not curious. You're looking for a confrontation.
Yeah, I'm going to assume you mean my knowledge. A multitude of different places. Experience, other people's experiences. I read quite a bit on...
I'm talking about your experience.
There we go. See that? Where did you get your game from? Myron starts to tell him, and he interrupts. Guys, and I will replay this Queen Doodoo Brown, or whatever the fuck her name is. I'm going to play our debate. Okay? And what you will notice, especially with niggas, people from the EBT community, as the Black Conservative calls it, they like to ask questions and then not let you answer it. Well, why is 2 + 2 4? Because da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, wait a minute. You gonna let me answer the question first? Okay, this is another cowardice. This is another cowardly trait of the so-called black community. They don't want to say it with their chest. He doesn't. Well, where did you get your game from, bro? Just come up and say it with your chest, bruh. I think your game is whack. No, where did you get your game from? It didn't matter where Myron said his game was from. This guy was going to disagree, which tells me that he wasn't interested in the answer to his own question.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a...
What's your experience with black women? What's your...
And there it is. See, that's the question he wanted to ask. Where'd you get your game from? He wasn't interested in that, okay? What he should have just asked is, why do you talk shit about black women? But no, he tried the non sequitur approach. Well, where'd you get your game from? Bro, why don't you talk about what you really want to talk about? Why Myron Gaines shits on black women. Absolutely. BLD Rasta says... Absolutely.
Experience with your game. I'm not talking about how many books you read, other people experience. Where your game
Well,
from?
I quite literally said my game. I said my experiences, other people's experiences,
What's your
reading.
experience?
Well, I mean, I've talked to more people, more women than any other man probably on the internet
Keep
at this
talking
point.
about other women. I'm talking about your experience.
I'm explaining
Why
it
you
to
hate
you.
black women so much?
Oh, I
There
hate
it
black
is.
women?
Talk down on black women. I'm talking about your experience, not everybody.
Your
All the
experience.
books you read. I'm talking about your experience.
All right, so you clearly have a position here. What is your
Your
position?
I hear you.
No, well,
You
I'm
downplay
no.
women.
Here's the thing: you hear me, but you're not listening.
Whoa, wait a minute. You downplay, is it women or black women? Which is it?
I answered your question multiple times.
You just said.
And you
all-
wanna come to the
all books
conclusion
you
of-
read.
Yeah,
People you
see.
know. I'm talking about.
See, again, he's going to argue with Myron no matter what comes out of his mouth. Guys, this is the way niggas argue. They're not listening to you. They're simply just responding.
Your experience, King.
I
I'm
told
not here
you.
to disrespect your platform.
Okay.
I'm just talking about your experience.
I told you.
I'm not trying to disrespect your platform. Guys, that is a strategy that people use that have nefarious intentions. I'm not trying to disrespect you. It means that they're going to disrespect you. I remember I was on a live panel. It was a roundtable panel, small podcast. I forget who the guy's fucking name is. I actually had an interaction with Lil Bean's podcast, and he pretended not to know who I was. But there's this one girl, she says, well, look, I'm not trying to be confrontational or disagree, and then she proceeded to disagree.
I've dated several women, talked to them on the podcast. I've talked to more women than any other YouTuber.
He's not even listening.
What women you dated? What race you dated?
Oh, yeah, 3,600, yep. We've spoken to 3,600 girls on the show. I've talked to thousands of black women. I've dated black women. I understand.
I've dated black women, he says. Women, plural.
A black woman.
Yes.
See? Myron says, I've dated black women, plural, and then he says, a black woman.
Thousands of black women. I've dated black women. I understand.
You date a black woman.
Yes, I have, yes.
Okay, so that one black woman that you dated discriminate every black woman. Because I watch your shit, and I respect you. You got a cool little platform. But I
respect you. Well, he definitely does respect Myron. He might not like him, but he respects him. You see how he tried to just sun him right there? You got a cool little platform. You got a nice little platform. No, Myron does not have a little platform. This dude got 1.5 million people, probably more than that by now, to hit the subscribe button. Very few people on this planet has built what Myron has built. So for him to say, well, that's a cool little platform. Yeah, nice try.
I'm thinking you're making money off of other niggas' experience. And then at the end of the day, and you sit up here like big old mighty, like, yo, I got experience to downgrade my peoples, my culture.
Yeah, well, we don't have to downgrade the culture. Black women do it all by themselves.
But go ahead. Tell me all the books you read.
Yeah. So
now he's interested in the books that he's read. Okay.
What's your disagreement then? Do you have like an actual position here?
No, until you listen. I respect
because what you're saying.
He keeps saying I respect. All he is doing, see, every time he says I respect your platform, he's trying to buy himself a little more time. Right? When somebody, well, listen, I'm not trying to disagree. I'm not trying to disrespect. All they're looking for is a stay of execution. That's all they're looking for.
The thing is, you're basically saying, oh, you don't have experience. I'm
a black man. My mom is black. My sister's black. I love black.
And my mama's black. My sister's black. My aunties are black. Everybody in my family is black. That doesn't mean I gotta date black women. This nigga.
Women. Nigga? But at the end of the day, you sit up here and then that you downgrade black women because you're one experience.
No, he said I have dated black women, plural, not pearl, Jesus. Black women. He didn't even hear him say it. He's acting like he didn't want to hear it.
It's actually just like multiple. Prime example. It's just like a white girl that took advantage of a black man. Now she don't want to date no black man in the world because that one bad experiences he had.
Wait, hold on. Why are you worried about white girls dating niggas in the first place? Seriously? Like, why are we talking about white girls dating niggas? Now all of a sudden he's concerned about white girls?
That's how you sound like.
So anyway, I've spoken to hundreds of black women. I've dated them before, etc.
Now dated them before.
Here's the thing. Okay, are you gonna let me speak?
Go ahead, talk.
Yeah. So here's the thing, man. I get it. You want to put the cape on and cape for black women, but the reality is, all women have bad habits from here to there, and there's stereotypes. And stereotypes tend to be based on pattern recognition.
But you talk down on black women.
I talk down on everybody, honestly. It's just that.
What's your national? Where you from?
What does that have to do with anything?
It has everything to do with it.
It has absolutely nothing to do.
Absolutely nothing to do.
That has nothing to do with anything. Someone's race. If I say something is objectively true or it tends to be true, it doesn't matter what my race is. Do I have to be a mathematician to say 1 + 1 is 2? No. It's an objective fact. The reality is this with black women.
Look at him. He ain't got shit to say now. He's going back to that drink.
On average, they weigh about 187 pounds. They tend to be rude. They tend to be crass. They tend to not respect male authority because a lot of them grow up in fatherless households. So these are stereotypes that tend to happen all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So
that's the new generation of women. OnlyFans.
It's pattern.
What does OnlyFans have to do with the deplorable state of the modern American black woman? Huh?
Recognition.
Women, white girls, but you can as more black women.
Again, I'm critical of all races. It's just that people tend to remember. I'm critical of everybody. The thing is that black women tend to be the most sensitive and get the most butthurt about it. They can't take criticism.
But you
and
know
then
the
it's
crazy
funny.
thing is, you talk shit about black women, but all your staff is black.
Yeah, that means I'm not racist.
So
Good
how
job.
these niggas work
That
for
shows
you?
I'm actually not a racist.
Oh
Good
my
job.
God.
No. What it is that you're
Bruh.
a slave master. and
Oh
you slave-
my God, a slave master. Yeah. Slavery is loosely defined as involuntary servitude, which means you are forced to do work for little to no pay. Just because someone employs black people does not make them a slave master. What are you talking about?
slave.
Yeah, Phoenix Light Game says, hey, Donovan, I know it says if you only disagree to pull up, but is it all right if I pull up or we can wait another day? I'm asking out of respect because I know you have. Yeah, not today, PLG, not today. And I'll explain in a second.
Slave black people to work for you, and at the same time, you talk shit about their mothers, their sisters, their aunties, their uncles.
No, we don't talk shit about their uncles. We talk shit about their aunties, they mamas.
Their families, and they work for you. I don't see not one white staff that work for you.
Okay, that proves right there that he's not racist, right? See, this is the thing with niggas. It doesn't matter if this is why black people are the most racist people on earth. This is why they're the most racist people on earth. Because if he didn't have anybody on his staff that were black, well, you're racist. You don't hire black people. But then if he does hire black people, you're a slave master. Get out of here, man.
I don't see the black.
That's white girl right there.
Yep,
What
there it
that?
is.
Oh, that one security.
That one security, you just said your whole staff is black. This guy's drunk.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You know, bro, let me be honest with you, bro.
Talk to me.
This is the problem, right?
Talk to me.
You came in here and you immediately made it about race.
No.
Let's
I
have
watch
a
you,
real
King.
let's have a real conversation here.
I watch you.
No. Black people are the most racist people.
Uh-oh.
ever. You came in here and immediately made the conversation about race, talking about race. You guys perpetuate
Well, listen, if he wants to make it about race, let's make it about race. It is what it is.
the very stereotypes and the racism that you guys complain about the most. And this is
Thank
why I
you.
make fun of black people too. Now here's the thing, y'all look at me and say, "Oh, you're not one of us. You're not black." I am. I'm African American by definition. But if you don't want to go ahead and consider me black, fine. I don't want to be with y'all niggas anyway. But
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, shit. He said, I'm not trying to be with y'all niggas anyway. Hell no. Fuck all that noise. Fuck what you heard.
what I'm trying to make is that you made this immediately about race as soon as you came up. What's your knowledge with women?
He's not even listening, guys. Not even listening.
And I'm like, all right, well, here's my experiences. Oh, well, what's your thing about black women? So you came in here with an agenda to complain about my criticism of black women when I literally criticize everybody. Everybody gets criticized. It just so happens that they tend to
you
get
done?
the most butthurt. What are you talking about? Am I done? This is my shit.
Are you done? Now you sound like a female. Are you done? This is his platform, you dummy.
Man.
And I respect your shit.
This my
See, and I respect your shit. See, there we go.
shit, bro. What are you
actions,
talking about? Am I done? Like, this is my shit, bro.
I get what you shit, but at the end of the day, everything you talk about,
Uh-huh.
because you got to understand it, we got a right to, even though our black women ain't shit, but we came out of black.
Wait. Hold up. Did this nigga just say our black women ain't shit? What? So, hold on a second. Let me, Zen Zone says Karmelo is a murderer. Yeah, tell me something I don't already know. So let me get this straight. This dude is gonna sit here on his soapbox and criticize Myron for criticizing black women, but then he wants to say, I know black women ain't shit.
Even though our black women ain't shit,
I'm sorry, what? Like, what the? This is why we know he's drunk. He's all over the place.
but we came out of black.
Zen Zone on the Rumble site says he just agreed. Yes, he did. Just because we came out of a black woman does not mean that we are obliged to date them or marry them or procreate with them. Sorry.
We came out of poverty.
This is,
Okay, whoa. See, now he's all over the place. Now he's obfuscating.
Bro,
Let me talk.
this is a low
I'll let you
IQ
talk.
argument, bro.
Let me
This
talk.
is a low IQ argument. Just because it's
Yeah,
like
I'm low key.
No, I said low IQ argument.
Why?
You're saying,
Because you're a dumbass.
was in the FBI and you would take a bunch of tests and you this.
Tessa's, whoa, this was a little zesty. This was a little
Cause
zesty.
you was in the FBI and you would take a bunch of tests.
Tessa's, yeah, dumb nigga. You know what? Hold up. I got to pull this. I got to, hold up. Man.
And you this, and you got so much. You got one experience when the one black girl that you dated in your whole life of your career.
No, he's dated more than one black woman.
You read a bunch of books, you know, a bunch of friends, and you know so much of black. You got 2 white employees, and now you're not racist. Get the out of here, man.
Bro,
like I said, you a bigot.
Bro. Okay.
I watch your shit.
Okay. So, well,
you disrespect black women.
yes,
you kick about your
I'm
show.
a. Here's the thing. I'm a proud bigot, man. Proud bigot, proud racist.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
This is
And
true.
I'm glad you said it.
Yep.
Conversation.
Because hey,
over.
somebody's got a fucking
Oh, conversation over. Yeah, there it is. He said conversation over like he won.
monkey behavior like right now. So this is
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a monkey behavior.
Yes. Yes, my nigga. You are a monkey. You're a monkey. You're
Right now.
chimping
Yeah.
out.
Chipping out.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, you
There it
came
is.
up here trying to disrespect, so
I'm
it is
not
what it is.
disrespect you.
There
I'm
it is.
telling you what you preach.
Yo, you chipping out. You're not making any real arguments. You're just talking about race, blah, blah, blah.
Yep,
This is
that's
the
it.
problem,
That's
bro.
what you
This is the
do.
problem, bro. This is the problem with y'all. This is right now.
You gonna call me? You can't tell me where you from. Are you?
Look,
Where you from?
You watch the show, right?
Where you from?
Yeah, if you know so much about the goddamn show, then you should know.
Sudan. Family's from Sudan, yeah.
Okay, Middle Eastern nigga.
But now it's Middle
Talking
Eastern.
shit about black niggas.
It's North Africa.
Talk about black.
Deuce Aces says that man's so angry he's not getting a reaction out of Myron. Right. All he wants to do is he wants to try to elicit a reaction. He wants him to break frame. Well, see, anytime, guys, when Myron does these on-campus talks or these street change my mind type interviews or whatever the case may be, right? What he is doing, how can I put this? Some people come up. There are some people who genuinely. There are some people who genuinely come up and they want an honest, spirited debate. We've had people come on and disagree with Myron, but do it respectfully. Okay, hey, look, man, I respectfully disagree. Love your platform. Don't agree with everything, but hey, love what you do. Even if they disagree on most things, they're still respectful, right? But most of these bitches, most of these niggas just try to come up and rattle Myron. They just want to elicit a reaction out of him. That's what they want. That's why that Queen Doodoo Brown bitch was like, why are you so mad? I'm like, who the hell is mad? Like, I haven't raised my voice.
Black,
It literally means the land of the blacks. You know that, right?
but you downgrade black women.
What does that have to
Talk
do with
shit about-
anything? What does that have to do with anything? I go off behavior. When they act like I call them this right now is behavior, regardless of your skin color. If you're a white dude saying this dumb shit, I'd say you're too. It's retarded behavior.
Because I'm telling you, you downgrade black women. I'm a retard.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
It's low IQ.
You are.
It's low
Yes.
IQ. 100% low IQ.
But at the end of the day, my nigga, that's why they demonetize you on YouTube.
Sure. And I
So
still
you
make
do
more
all
money
that-
than you.
Oh! See? Uh-oh. See? Okay, so now when he realizes that he can't rattle Myron, okay? Now they go to the ad hominem attacks. Now they try to, that's why you got demonetized. No, he got demonetized because he had Nick What's-His-Face on his show. Ain't got nothing to do with his disdain for black women. That's just you trying to take a shot at him.
I know you do. Mm-hmm. But guess what? You still a bigot at the end of the day.
A proud one.
Okay, he said a proud bigot.
So I got my clan hood in the other room.
And guess what? I
Yeah.
guarantee your girl's a white girl.
No, she ain't.
Oh boy. Oh my God. This nigga thought he pulled Myron's card. He thought he pulled Myron's card. I bet you got a white girl too.
Nope.
No, Nope, she's Latina.
Ain't actually, no.
Nigga, I see you walk around with that weak ass dog, nigga. With your white bitch. Come on, dude.
Wait, okay, weak ass dog. Number one, he has a border collie, the most intelligent dog species of all domesticated dogs. Number one, okay, all right. Number two, he just said that he does not date a white girl, but just that walking around with that weak ass dog with your white bitch, bro. Like he's trying to get Myron to come up. He's trying to get Myron to break frame.
You don't like black
This
bitches.
dude's
Just say you don't
stalking,
like.
bro. This dude's stalking.
Huh?
This dude's
No, I don't like black bitches. No, I don't. And dude, nobody likes bitches.
stalking, man.
So like I said, I didn't come to disrespect you.
No, you tried and you failed.
Yes, you did. You tried. Oh,
Failed. That's the problem.
yep, you did. There you go.
You just
You failed.
No, do your thing, King.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't handle conversation.
There's no conversation. You came in here on some bullshit.
See, you can't get one of your securities to kick me out like you kicked these black bitches off your show.
What?
Oh boy. See y'all. Oh my God. See, my hands just got hot. My hands just got, woo! My hands just got white fucking hot. Because I'm gonna tell you what, man. There are a few things in this world that make me angrier than a man tilting his head like you ain't gonna do nothing about it. I bet you won't get security to do it, huh? I would have knocked this nigga's teeth the fuck out. I would have knocked this nigga out for real. I'd have fucked his ass up. I bet you won't. I'd have walked up there and decked his punk ass. You serious? Like, you really don't think he's going to?
How you disrespect black women on your show?
Yeah.
You can't disrespect me.
Oh, yes, he can, nigga.
Because I'm a nigga walk up here and throw this drink in your face and let you know.
Oh, you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Try me.
that won't be good, man.
I'm Himothy.
That won't be good.
Go ahead and do it. Oh, I'm Himothy. Yeah,
I'm Himothy, though.
That won't be
I'm
good.
sure you are.
That won't be good. That won't be good. That won't be good. For those that are wondering, he's about 5'6". He's
Bruh.
about 5'6".
Oh my God.
On some nigga shit, man. Bro, this is crazy. It's funny. It confirms all the stereotypes. Comes in, starts chimping out, starts acting crazy, having a good discussion, debate on higher IQ shit. This dude.
Yo, I'ma tell you what. As soon as this nigga did this right here.
I'm Himothy, though.
That won't be good. That won't be good.
Yo. Oh my God. 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 Dude. Bruh. Wow. This nigga actually. Okay.
That won't be good. That won't be good.
Yeah, they got Big Mo out there too. They also got Icy.
For those that are wondering, he's about 5'6". He's about 5'6". On some nigga shit, man. Bro, this is crazy. It's funny. It confirms all the stereotypes. Comes in, starts chimping out, starts acting crazy, having a good discussion, debate on higher IQ shit. This dude immediately makes it about black women, starts simping. Crazy. It's crazy.
This nigga's
bro.
mad as hell. Do you guys see what happened though? Is he tried, and it's funny. Zen Zone actually said ad hominem, then comes violence. Yeah. Anything, all these people, there are a lot of these people that are just trying to get Myron to react. That's it. They just want to get Myron to react. That's all they want. That's all they want. They want to get him to react and break frame, just like that bitch in New York City. Da 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 da. Ay, 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 ay.
Hey, man. This what, bro. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. People be on some bullshit, man. Like, it's comedy, man. Yeah, he even said himself, bro. He's been.
Yeah, Icy, dude. Icy is no small. Yeah. Icy's not a. No, Icy ain't no small chick. Yep. Icy. Yeah. Icy and Melissa were there. Yes, sir. Zen Zone says single mother behavior. Yeah. Of course. All right, guys. It is time. It is time for the main event. Damn it. Sorry about that, guys. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so. Y'all, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for your boy. It is not looking good for your boy. Karmelo Anthony, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, this story gets worse and worse and worse by the day. It gets worse and worse and worse by the day. Well, the worst has finally happened. The worst has finally happened. Black people, niggas, have figured out that they have been hoodwinked. Pun intended. They have been bamboozled. They've been hustled. The so-called black community allowed Karmelo Anthony's family to hustle them out of, hold on, let's see what the let's see what the total is up to now. Hang on a second. I want to make sure I get my facts straight here. Karmelo Anthony and Karmelo Anthony's family. And by the way, I don't put this on Karmelo. He's already done enough wrong. He's getting ready to be on trial for first-degree murder. No, this is all on his parents. But at this point, the jig is up. Okay? They are not look, we are up to $541,000 donated. And people are still donating. Let me refresh the page. People are still donating, but they're not donating at the rate that they were before. As Robert Anderson says, this is on the parents. Yes, it is. It is absolutely on the parents. So what I want to do is I want to take this back before I start playing videos of niggas figuring out that they've been hustled. Of Kayla Hayes's press conference speech in the wake of her son being arrested for first-degree murder, knowing what we knew then and what we know now. Let's get it.
I don't have to prove anything to nobody.
Of course you don't.
I am a proven testimony standing here that God, even when you make mistakes, God is not finished with your story. I'm going to bring this mother, Kayla Hayes, and it has taken her a lot of strength, y'all, to come and do this today. And I want you guys to
look at Drew.
Respect her as she read this and giving her the
Ghost Starter says a plea deal will save cities from burning. No, it won't. If Karmelo does any jail time, niggas are gonna destroy cities. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna destroy cities. Niggas are going to destroy cities. They want this kid to walk free. They don't want him serving not 1 minute in prison for this crime.
The respect that she deserves, y'all.
That she deserves.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony.
Okay, so if you're Karmelo Anthony's mother, why is your last name Hayes? Like, I don't understand why you have a different last name than your husband. What's up with that?
3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas.
North?
Searching for a better life.
Searching?
Like so many other families. We wanted to give our children the future we did not have.
Yeah, there's just one problem. Your children gave you the future that you do deserve. One of your spoiled-ass children went off and killed somebody.
My husband works hard every single day to provide for us. To make sure...
El Corro says, is this press conference for more money? No, this is back in the... Guys, this is a press conference that was back in the day. This is maybe a week or two after the murder.
We're the best financial... To make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Like, guys, listen, man, I'm gonna be objective about this, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and chastise every single word that comes out of her mouth. She's right. Okay? Her son Karmelo committed the murder. Now, his parents are indirectly responsible for him committing this egregious crime, but there's no need to harass the people who had nothing to do with this. Don't harass the kids. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. Like, doxing the family's address and then doxing the dad's workplace, that was out of bounds. That's out of line. Okay? People who are doing that, those are the racists, guys. Those are the racists. You guys want to know who the racists are? The racists are the ones who spammed who doxed the family. Okay? Like, listen, I hope this nigga, hopefully, I hope this nigga serves 25 to life, personally. I really, really do. Because this is unconscionable. But his family is not directly responsible for this, so yeah, the doxing and everything, it is what it is.
The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff.
The police.
Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms.
Yeah, that's out of bounds, y'all.
My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day.
Deteriorating. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just gonna.
We have endured.
Listen, man, if you guys are new here, I'm a grammar Nazi, okay? I'm a grammar Nazi. I have the best speaking voice of anyone I have ever heard my entire life. That's on TV, radio. Nobody speaks better than I do. I'm sorry, they just don't. They just don't. You guys know me, I'm as humble as they come. Nobody talks better than I do. I don't give a fuck who you are. There's not a person on this earth that has as strong a command of the English language as yours truly. And because of that, I pick up on even the slightest grammatical and grammatical infractions. Forgive me.
Death threats.
Death threats.
My 13-year-old daughter is
bitch, please.
afraid to sleep in her own bedroom.
No, she ain't. She's not afraid to sleep in her own bedroom. That's some shit that Dominique Alexander told you to say. Ain't no, dude, no. See, now she's off the fucking rails. Now she wants to get all angry. My 13-year-old daughter, bitch, your son killed somebody. Your son killed somebody. There are consequences. But don't give me this bullshit, my 13-year-old daughter's afraid to sleep in her own bed. That's bullshit. This ain't a fucking movie. This is real life.
Because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
No, she ain't. You want to know who you know who should have been fearful about what happened to him? It should have been Austin Metcalf.
Let me be clear. The claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false.
Yep, you didn't buy a $900,000 home. You just rented one. Right? You might not have bought a $900,000 home, but you are renting one. Why not rent a $200,000 home off in the cut or off in the country somewhere? Right?
We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser.
So we're supposed to feel sorry for you that you haven't received a single dime. And then she says,
and the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds.
And that you did. That you did. Now, just because, see, this is funny. She thinks we're stupid. Okay? She thinks that because, and I believe her, she thinks that because they haven't had access to funds that they haven't moved into this $900,000 predominantly white gated community in Frisco, Texas. Let me let you in on something. Before you rent a home or buy a home, they do what's called income verification, right? Income verification. We want to rent this $900,000 home. Well, how much is it? How much is it to rent? $6,000 per month. All right, we can pay that. Well, do you have that now? No, but we've got this give, send, go. Oh, move right on in. You don't think they let these people rent that $900,000 home on credit until they were able to withdraw funds? So she can sit here and bellyache about how they have been able to withdraw funds. No, you are already taking advantage of those funds before you even touched them. Before you even touched them. You are already getting goods and services against that $350,000. Yeah, they've got it. It's in that give, send, go. You guys can get it out. What, in 3 days? Yeah, go ahead, move on in. We got you. So again, you know, Kayla and Dominique Alexander trying to give us the okie doke. Okay? No, you did not buy a $900,000 home, but you rented one, which is even worse because you're literally throwing away money by paying rent. And I guarantee you, it is at least $5,000 per month to rent that $900,000 home in a predominantly white gated community. All the renter had to do was say, yeah, I know you're good for it. Go ahead, move on in. Your rent, your deposit, cool. When you withdraw funds, go on and get that. So they were already taking advantage of the money before they even got the money. Typical nigga shit, spending money before it's in their hand. Surprise, surprise.
And it's still
Danger Close with the $5 Rumble rant says, my guess is that they know their son is done for, so they figure they might as well get that bag while he's on the way down. It sounds to me like that could be what's going on.
take several days to receive those
funds.
request is made.
Those funds.
I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to.
Yep.
He's been raised in a two-parent home with structure, stability.
Oh my God. Oh, I fucking forgot this. Oh my God. Did this bitch really say stability? Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Guys. Guys, black people, if you, I don't know how to cure this problem. I really don't. Do you guys remember Ebonics from back in the day? They tried to teach the world how to speak nigga, but they called it Ebonics, right? Instead of we like to play, we be play. Like, dude, don't nobody give a fuck about nigga-ese. Like, we don't speak nigga, y'all. Like, dude, like this right here. And she says he was raised in a two-parent home with structure and stability. No, that's cap, because if he had been raised in a true two-parent home with stability, he wouldn't have stabbed a kid to death at school. Low IQ.
Love, and we put God first in everything that we do.
Yeah, except for when your son brings a knife to school and kills another kid. But she's all right with that, right?
We believe in the Constitution.
Now you believe in the Constitution. I swear to God, niggas always talking about this is the most racist country on the planet, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, now you believe in the Constitution? Yeah, all right.
Believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us.
They do, and that's why your son is going to prison.
To be clear, when I speak...
She keeps saying, let me be clear. Kayla Hayes has never uttered the words, let me be clear, in her life.
Publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in
Yeah. Full and fair. No. You don't want a fair trial. You want an acquittal.
legal.
Yeah, Malcolm Randall says, never trust someone wearing a bow tie. Yo. Guys, let me correct that. Never trust a black person wearing a bow tie. Black people who wear bow ties are some of the racist motherfuckers you will ever meet. It's ridiculous.
Process, and that is where the truth will come out.
And the truth has come out, Ms. Hayes.
To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you.
Stop the cap.
No, it doesn't. Your heart doesn't go out to them. You're up here acting like the tragedy happened to you. Like, honestly, you would think that by watching this press conference, Austin Metcalf had killed Karmelo. Look at her. Look, your son is alive and well. At this point, you're up 350 large. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You got $350,000 you finna withdraw. Your son is alive. Shit, he might spend the rest of his life in prison, but at least he ain't pushing up daisies.
To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
This very difficult process. Thank you. And again, listening to these people, you would think that they're the ones that it was perpetuated against. Well, as we have told you before, guys, people have seen the videotape, and there is a new account of someone who has seen the videotape, and this is very, very damning evidence. Bright Path Roadside Assistance says the lawyer's taking that $350K. Yeah, Bright Path, I really need you to do some research before commenting because that made no sense. Bright Path, that money's gone, man. That money's gone. In case you haven't been keeping up, Bright Path, Carmelo Anthony's family has raised the goal of the Give, Send, Go to nearly $1.4 million. Let's continue.
Texas grand jury indicted 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony just last week for a deadly altercation that happened at a Texas track meet in April. And now News Nation has viewed a critical piece of video evidence. 17-year-old Austin Metcalf was killed. Anthony admits he stabbed Metcalf while both took cover under a team tent during a rain delay. But Anthony says he was acting in self-defense.
Yeah, Panda Trucker, I'm only bringing on people who disagree. Only pull up if you have a disagreement, guys. Only pull up if you have a disagreement.
News Nation's Rich McHugh has been tracking this case. And Rich, you are one of the reporters who got to view this important piece of evidence.
Yeah, Nicole, they allowed me to view this video under strict conditions. I couldn't record anything. I couldn't take pictures.
This is crazy.
I could take notes, but that's about it. They would play it one time, and they wouldn't even rewind it or play it again, even the moment in question. So
damn,
what I saw
they only
in the
let
video
them watch it.
was ultimately it's from the press box across the field on the 45-yard line. You can view a yellow tent across the field. That's where this incident happened. There's no sound on the video, and it's raining. And you can see about 30 to 40 people around the field. It's a track meet that morning, so they're preparing for this track meet. The incident in question happens at 9:44 a.m. It's really calm up until that point, and then chaos ensues, and you can't really make up anybody. You can't make out individuals. You can see people and colors and what they're wearing, but you can't make out identities. But again, at 9:44, chaos ensues. What I did not see was any obvious physical altercation.
Yeah, Zen Zones has just released the video. What are they afraid of? Yeah, they're afraid that they're afraid to contaminate the jury pool. That's what they're afraid of.
Leading up to the stabbing. Now, I went inside the stadium earlier this morning to try and give our viewers a better vantage point of where this all happened. Take a look. Across the field, you can see where the press box cameras captured everything. We're on the 45-yard line here. This is where it ultimately happened. There's a tent right up here.
Sorry, y'all.
Kind of the sports tent where everybody was huddled at 9:44. whatever went down happened right here. Everybody kind of took off. Now, according to police reports, Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony were here at this track meet. Austin Metcalf told Anthony he needed to move out from under their team's tent when Anthony grabbed his bag, reached inside, and told Austin, quote, "Touch me and see what happens." The police report states Metcalf grabbed Anthony to tell him to move.
Grabbed Anthony to tell him to move.
Anthony pulled out a knife, stabbed Metcalf once in the chest, and ran. Metcalf died in his twin brother's arms. And now, as of last week, Karmelo Anthony indicted for first-degree murder. Nicole?
So, Rich, how might this affect court?
Well, it's a good question. Court date.
Listen very closely.
Has not yet.
Yes, Rajax32 says no altercation means no fight and no self-defense. There you go. Panda Trucker with the $5 super chat says the Anthony family brought this on themselves. They went public with this. They held the press conference. They get no remorse from me. Dude, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Been set. His first appearance is set, I believe, for July 17th. This video, from what I saw, the question I have is, will they be able to enhance it and to view it, to zoom in? Because what I saw was happened very quickly, and there was no obvious altercation just before. So it could be a case where both sides will see what they want to see, but the question remains, how much can they kind of alter or zoom in on this video, Nicole?
There you go.
All right, Rich McHugh live for us there as this case continues to unfold. Rich, thank you.
There we go. Once again. Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, never mind. That's just their end cap. Well, there you go. There you go, guys. No obvious sign of a struggle. Okay? There was not commotion. Karmelo Anthony didn't get jumped. And we know it. You want to know why we know he didn't get jumped? Look at his mugshot. Not a scratch on him. And then remember what his statement was. He put hands on me. He is singular. They is plural. So, for example, if I'm Karmelo Anthony and I'm in that situation, and I see the Metcalf brothers, starting in on me, number one, I'm not stabbing, I'm slashing. I'm like, yo, stay the fuck away from me, man. Stay away. Both you motherfuckers. Stay away. That's what I'm doing. Right? If he got jumped or bullied, that means more than one person put hands on him. He told the cops, he, not they, put hands on me. He put hands on me. And guys, that's nigga shit. If a nigga puts hands on you, he's gonna fuck around and find out. He put hands on me is, I guess that's the universal excuse for niggas. Well, he put hands on me. He put hands on me. Yeah, he did put hands on him. He grabbed you to get you to leave. You pulled out a knife and you stabbed him. That's first-degree murder, my guy. That's first-degree murder, bruh. And it's interesting. It's interesting. You guys are rightfully asking, well, where are the haters at? Where are the haters at? That's what I want to know. Where are the haters at? Where you at, Tariq Nasheed? Where you at, Willie D, and your hateful ass? Where you at, Hotep Goldstein? Where y'all at? Lil Beans podcast? Where you niggas at now? Huh? Where y'all at now? Oh, I know. It's fucking crickets. Because you know this nigga's guilty. Everybody who made all these goddamn excuses for this kid. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Niggas know this wasn't self-defense. Niggas know this was not self-defense. They know it wasn't self-defense. If it was, Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, Jesse Jackson would all be on the ground. But where are they? They're fucking MIA. MIA and silent as a motherfucker. Willie D. Ain't heard from him. The Breakfast Club ain't heard from them. Hotep Goldstein ain't seen shit from him. Tariq Nasheed, where y'all at? Where y'all at? You guys were so arrogantly confident that this dude was going to get... You guys were so confident in his weak self-defense claim, you guys have died on this hill. You want to know something? These niggas deserve this shit. They fucking deserve it. Anybody who donated to this grift, anybody who donated to this scam, you fucking deserve to be scammed. You want to know what? Shout out to the Anthony family. I'm being dead ass. I'm being dead ass. Shout out to the fucking Anthony family because they're taking advantage of what Democrats already know. Well, all we got to do is appeal to the emotions of niggas and they'll just do anything we want. That little fake ass press conference. We just releasing funds of my 13-year-old daughter. Fuck it. Keep donating. Keep donating. And you know what? I hope they reach their goal of $1.4 million. I really do. Because you know what? That nigga's still going to prison. It doesn't matter how much money they raise. The kid is cooked. Diddy is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He is still in jail and likely will never see the light of day again. There is insurmountable evidence against Karmelo Anthony. He is done. It's over. Dr. B84 with the $10 super chat says hashtag I don't want to hear shit.
Nope.
Hell no, I ain't trying to hear shit. I ain't trying to hear shit, man. I'm not trying to hear nothing out of y'all. Something else of note. Something else of note that a lot of people haven't really thought about is the real reason why they're asking for an additional, what, $900,000, right? There's a reason why they're asking for an additional $900,000. You want to know why? The family was caught off guard by the indictment. The family was caught off. They did not expect him to be charged with murder one. Oh, no. Nope. They expected him to be undercharged because, like people back in 2016, they believed what they saw on the internet. Everybody thought Hillary Clinton was going to win in a landslide. Nope. President Trump pulled what the media called the greatest upset in political history. That was not an upset. We didn't want Hillary's president. We didn't want that bitch in office. But everything on the internet, told us that Hillary was going to win. Hillary's going to win. And she didn't. These niggas believed what they saw on the internet. Oh, they listened to Willie D. They listened to Tariq Nasheed. They're like, wait a minute. We get this out to enough people. Our little bullshit ass self-defense claim might actually hold water. The grand jury said,
Nope.
John Bauman with the $20 super chat. Wow, he says, been with you since my Saudi Arabia contractor days in 2018. And consider this, my handshake, brother. You, MLD, and Rolo revolutionized my life. God, I love hearing that. I love hearing that. I do. Rick James says, Donovan, you not like us niggas. No, I'm not. I'm not like you niggas. No, I'm not. No, I'm nothing like you. You got that right. Damn it. There we go. All right. Setting something up with Myron. We're supposed to talk tomorrow. Ah, damn it. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. My mistake. But the grand jury saw something. That convinced them that this was absolutely not self-defense. This is why they indicted him. Now, if I were the Karmelo Anthony family, do you know what I would do? You guys want to know what I would do if I were the Anthony family? Now remember, the Anthony family has claimed, actually Carmelo Anthony has claimed indigence, and I think I know the reason why he got approved. And let me pull up Sarah Fields. Sarah Fields appears to be the independent journalist of note here that seems to be keeping it the most real. So this tweet that she put out, I guess earlier, says because Carmelo Anthony was approved for indigent defense, it's likely he will not receive a salaried public defender, but instead a private attorney who volunteered or will be appointed and will be paid by the county using taxpayer funds. Unbelievable. In places like Collin County, this kind of defense is common practice. Private attorneys can request payment either as a flat fee, hourly, around $100 an hour in court, $75 out of court, blah, 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 blah. Since it is a murder charge, the court might allow higher pay or hourly billing depending on complexity. The judge signs off on final compensation. If we desire an audit or transparency in check, Angela Paxton and Jeff Leach, blah, 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 blah. I think the reason why Carmelo Anthony has been approved for indigence is because, how can I put this? And the quartering actually said this the other day. They don't take your family members into account. That's why Carmelo Anthony was considered to be indigent. He doesn't have any money. Right? At least not him. He doesn't. You guys know how that goes. Right? He didn't have any money. So the court said, okay, we understand that Drew Anthony and Kayla Hayes, yeah, they're his parents. But that money doesn't belong to Carmelo. He is indigent. But then one would ask, why are his parents not using part of this $541,000 for his defense? Rick James says, you better not go to the Fresh and Fit studio. Niggas gonna pull up on you. Myron security save him, but no security will save you, Donovan. Rick James, go fuck yourself. Ain't nobody pulling up on me, nigga. I will be on Fresh and Fit more times than you can fucking imagine, Rick. And I would love to see you out there. Dumbass. And if you think I'm dumb enough not to roll with security, you're gonna fuck around and find out. My security will save me too, nigga. What? You wanna roll up on me in security? You wanna get fucked up? Cool. I'll meet you there. See, guys, this right here, okay? This is monkey behavior. This man, Rick James, literally threatening my life. He's threatening my life. You better not go to Fresh and Fit studio, or what? Who's gonna pull up on me, you? Huh? You're trying to do that shit that same nigga tried to do with Myron. You want me to be scared? Nigga, I'm not afraid of you or anybody, bruh. And if it's my time, it's my fucking time. It is what the fuck it is. But I'm gonna live my goddamn life. Please believe. I'm gonna go where the fuck I want. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, regardless of what you or any other nigga thinks. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. Zen Zone says his parents can keep the money. Yes, they can. They can. But if I'm the Anthony family, Ragex32 says people like that are the reason you need security. Rick James ain't. Look, check this out. Maybe somebody's gonna roll up on me, but Rick James, you ain't gonna be one of them. I know that. I know you ain't gonna be one of them. Somebody may pull up on me. Like, real shit. You're not gonna be one of them. I guarantee it. You and I both know you are not rolling up on me. Dumb niggas. Fucking, I swear to God, fucking monkeys, bruh. Monkeys. Jesus. All right, let me time his dumb ass out. Fucking Rick James. Maybe he's a super freak. He's a super freak. Yeah. But yes, I think that the reason why they granted Carmelo Anthony indigence is because they're just taking his income and liquid assets into account. They're not looking at Carmelo, Kayla, and Drew Anthony's finances. No, they're only considering his. He's the one on trial. Marcus says they want to fight because they heard the truth. Yes, this is what animals do. This is what these niggas do. When they hear somebody pointing out unflattering truths about them, they like to threaten violence. Oh yeah, somebody's gonna pull up on you. This is why nobody wants you niggas around. Like, is there any wonder why we have black fatigue? It's guys like Rick James. Look, you know Karmelo's guilty. I'm the one saying it. Nigga, you've been in my chat for the last 2 weeks threatening you bet not go to Fresh and Fit Studio. I bet you I fucking will. I bet you I fucking will. All right, so what we're gonna do now is, oh boy. So here's why we know it's over for Melo. Niggas are starting to push back a little bit. They starting to push back. You see, the black community they are none too pleased. They are none too pleased with this Karmelo Anthony situation. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few videos that verifies this. Here's the first one.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am frustrated, I am tired, and I'm damn near heartbroken. Because what I'm looking at right now, what I'm reading about the Karmelo Anthony case, this ain't just sad. It's sinful. It's shameful. It's sick. You mean to tell me this man is facing a first-degree murder charge, facing life in prison, and he just filed an indignant form? He's broke
Indigent.
After supporters raised over $538,000 for his legal defense. This ain't gonna fly. Not today, but somebody gotta say it, and I guess it's me. Fees. They said it was to protect this young man and give him a fair shot at fighting for his life. But now, here we are, less than 2 months later, and this kid got no money left. He filed an indignant packet requesting...
Indigent, and he says this kid's got no money left. We can't blame this on Karmelo, guys. We can't blame that. Listen, the murder is on Karmelo. He is going to be held account. He's going to be able to account for what he's done. He's going to be held to account for what he's done. But this whole debauchery, this whole shit with the misappropriation of funds, which is basically what this is crazy. This is on his parents.
A court-appointed attorney, meaning he can't afford his own defense anymore. And I'm supposed to believe this is just a coincidence? Hell no. Somebody got to pull the curtain back on these parents, because to me, this ain't adding up. Let's talk about their house. The family moved into a $900,000 rental in Frisco, Texas. One of the most upscale, high-end, gated communities in the area. They said it was because they were getting death threats. Okay, let's say I believe that. But why the $900K price tag? Why not a $300K safe house out in the country?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why not, dude? Why'd you have to go to $900,000? Why not rent you a little $200,000? Why not rent you a little $200,000 little ranch, like off in the cut, out in the country? 24 hours, 24/7 security. 24/7 security. You want to know why? Because they niggas. And they thought of this as free money. That's all. They're like, this money's always going to be like this. Let's go and rent us a $900,000 house. That's why.
Why not a secure apartment with a private security? Why the luxury?
Marcus says, I just hope we don't get an OJ part 2. There is a very, very, very real possibility. There is a very, very real possibility that we might get another OJ. Okay, guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know Karmelo's going to be convicted. Stranger things have happened. OJ got off, remember? And I know that there's different theories out there. He might not have acted alone, blah, blah, blah. OJ had something to do, to some degree, with Nicole Brown's murder. He's the only person who wanted her dead. OJ got away with either murder, conspiracy, it doesn't matter. OJ was found not guilty, but we all knew he had something to do with it. Okay? Karmelo Anthony might be found not guilty for reasons that have nothing to do with the facts of the case, guys. Laughing Man with the $2 super chat says, Sub-Saharan always destroy themselves. Oh boy. I think I'm a little ignorant. What's a Sub-Saharan? Should I know this? Should I know what a Sub-Saharan is? Help me out.
Zip code. Then let's talk about the car. A neighbor told reporters that a brand new car showed up soon after they moved in. New paper tags, fresh off the lot, expiring June 4th. And you mean to tell me that?
So if it expired June 4th, that means they bought it on May the 4th. And if they bought it on May the 4th, they got bought whatever this car just over a month just over a month after the murder, their son killed another student, stabbed him with a knife. He bled to death in his twin brother's arms. And just over a month later, you're out buying an Escalade, renting, buying whatever.
Was paid for with security expenses, or was that just mom and dad enjoying the donation run? The boy
That's mom and dad enjoying the donation run.
should have had a lawyer day one.
Oh, sub-Saharans are sub-Saharans. Sub-Saharan says, I guess it's black people. I am a queen says, I hope Rick James make Donovan eat his. Oh my God, dude. I am a queen. You got to speak English, bruh. And no, Rick James ain't making nobody eat his words. One thing you got to remember, I am a queen, is that if somebody's really going to do something to you, they're not going to announce it to the world. Number one. Number two, this nigga does not know that I roll with security. Like, seriously, if anybody runs up on me, security will fuck you up. You guys think I'm stupid? You guys think I'm dumb? Dude, my security detail will fuck you up. Man, I swear to God, Rick James, I swear to God, I wish you would try something. Oh my God. I've been itching to beat the fuck out of somebody legally, man. And I hope you're volunteering.
I'm talking about top tier, no games, murder case attorney behind him.
Real
Retainer
shit.
Paid, hours billed, motions filed. But instead, we got a family blowing money on a house and a car. Talking about bodyguards and living expenses. And now begging for another $1.4 million. Come on, dog.
Jesus Christ. Begging for another $1.4 million. And it's not another, just to be clear, it's not another $1.4 million, okay? It's an additional, what, $900,000, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. Let's listen to another one. Oh, this one is a good one. Take a look and listen.
Karmelo Anthony's family has requested a court-appointed attorney instead of using some of the $600,000, $700,000 that they got in the GoFundMe from everyone that was feeling like, oh yeah, this young man was being so bullied, let me give them money. Only for him to now be charged with first-degree murder, which means the jury saw something in it too, because the indictment, like, they got to see some things.
That's right.
And so where's that money gonna go? I'll tell you where it's gonna go. His parents are gonna live off of it while he goes to jail.
Yep.
Because sympathetic black people, it's the truth, gave them free money. Why can't we be sympathetic to the right shit?
Because we're niggas, that's why.
As black people. Why do we get behind the wrong side of shit?
That is a very, very good question. Why do we get on the wrong side of shit? It's because the public knows how to play black people. Okay? All they have to do, all they gotta do, guys, all they have to do is trigger the emotions. That's all they gotta do. They know that as long as they trigger their emotions, they know they got them. They got them. They're like, all we have to do is turn up the emotions. They did it with George Floyd. They did it with Trayvon Martin. They did it with everybody. So they decided, you know what? We're going to take advantage of these dumb niggas. We're going to appeal to their emotions, right? And we're going to get these people to give us. Well, they tried to dip into the pot again. And as you guys can see in here, they ain't going for this. They ain't going for it. And the reason why we always support and get behind dumb shit is because the so-called black community is a matriarchy, gentlemen. The black community is a matriarchy.
Good morning, worlds. I am so disgusted. I promise you.
I know you are, girl. I know you are.
What I just heard is made me so disgusted this morning. It's crazy. Now, like, the whole world was invested in talking about the Karmelo Anthony situation.
Yep.
Sometimes I tell you, these black people, boy, they just the worst. They the fucking worst sometimes. Hear me out. Hear me the out, okay? Because this shit don't make no sense. I'm trying to wrap this shit around my head and comprehend some of this bullshit that I just heard. Everybody in their mouth.
Eric Williams says Jasmine Contour said it best. There is no group of people more prone to emotional manipulation other than my own community. That's what it is, guys. That's what it is. See, and again, at least people know, at least people understand what's going on. But yes, this is why the black community continues to get played. Because the world at large knows exactly which buttons to press. That's what they know. They know which buttons to press. Guys, they know which buttons to press.
Was invested or even talking about or heard about the situation with Karmelo Anthony, because I think it's disgusting how some of these families think. And it's not just black people, but sometimes, to me, my opinion, sometimes black people just think about the dumbest shit to buy and purchase and don't think about the long-term shit.
Real shit.
The main source of
real shit.
What they need the money for.
Real shit.
You feel me? I promise you. I don't know what the fuck his family was thinking. I don't know what the fuck is going on with people. What's wrong with somebody that would do something like that? The whole purpose of raising the money was to get for the child.
Insane. I'm telling you, like, guys, niggas have had it. Niggas have had it. Here's another one. Here's another one. Y'all take a look and listen.
Karmelo Anthony's family raised all of that money, and now they're filing in court that they're indigent, meaning that they're poor and they need a court.
Oh my God, indigent. Oh my God. Oh my God. Say it with me. Indigent. Indigent. I've heard indignant. I've heard indigenous. It is indigent. Indigent. Like, I just don't understand why black people don't. Guys, we have Google. Hold up, man. Hold up. Let me just, please, just humor me here, guys. Humor me, because there's just no excuse. Guys, I just Googled indigent. Listen.
Indigent.
That's all you have to do is look up the word, and it tells you how to pronounce it.
Indigent.
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 Say it again.
Indigent.
Not indignant. Not indigenous. It's
indigent.
Indigent. My God. Oh my God, you're killing me. Fucking hell, man.
Appointed an attorney. So what's so sad is that they literally threw their own son under the bus for financial gain. That's just what this is, because they should have took a plea deal for that boy.
You want to know why they didn't take a plea deal for that boy? You want to know why they didn't take a plea deal for Karmelo Anthony? Because if they take a plea deal, then the ride is over. If they take a plea deal, they can no longer ask for more donations. If they take a plea deal, they are no longer in need of an attorney. And if they are no longer in need of an attorney, they are no longer in need of donations. These people are absolutely selling their own son out. This is incredible.
They should have took a plea deal for him, and they did not do that. And now he is facing life in prison. And that is so freaking sad. But they hustled y'all, though. They played on y'all emotions because he was black. And I don't even know. I mean,
they hustled y'all, man.
Honestly, they knew the whole time that he did it.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Of course they knew the whole time that he did it. But the jig is up. Niggas is tied. Let's watch another one.
So I deleted my video about Karmelo Anthony family because is that not true? Because I don't like that. Now, it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. So is it true? Do they want the money or do they not? Like, I mean, that's the real big question here, because that's the point that I was trying to make in my video. But they said new car, new house, gated community, all that. So what's really tea about it? Like, do anybody know the truth? Because I'm not understanding why is that.
Yeah, we know the truth. We know the truth, and so does the Anthony family. Robert Anderson says he should have taken the plea deal when it was offered. Yep.
Going around. I mean, literally, I heard it. But if I'm wrong, I'm going to start deleting the videos because y'all got me. Y'all not finna clip farm me. So, and y'all probably already did. But guess what? It don't mother. And I said what the fuck I said. Do they want the money? I mean, like, what's really going on? I don't know. It's so many rumors that go around on the internet. But y'all know how the internet is. So it's no reason why I should sit here and delete my video. But I did because I'm for my people at the end of the day. And I need to know, do they want some money again? Did they say they want some money? I believe.
Yes, you believe they did. You believe they did. Black Russian Lam, jumping the gun a little bit here, says, Donovan, didn't you say it for years? Black mothers are the worst thing for black boys ever. Yes, I did.
Yep.
Guys, I've said this for years. I've said this for years. Black women are the only group of people in the world that regularly and willingly put their children at risk. They're the only group of people. Kayla Hayes is putting Karmelo Anthony at risk. She is not protecting her son's interests, because if she were, they would have already hired an attorney. They would have, just like that dude says, they'd have had the hours billed, deposit paid, motions filed. But because Karmelo Anthony has a black woman as a mother, it is reasonable to assume that she, like the typical black mother, is going to put her son in danger. Well, Kayla Hayes has done this with Karmelo Anthony. She has put her son in danger of being sent to prison for life because she decided she wanted to live in a $900,000 home, mansion, home, whatever, in the middle of white suburbia behind a gated community and not hire an attorney. So once again, Kayla Hayes is proving all the stereotypes true. Here is another black mother who is putting her children at risk. We see it all the time in police videos, man. Black women don't give a fuck about their kids unless they're in trouble with the law or they're standing in front of a family court judge. Other than that, they could not give less of a fuck about their kids, man. They just don't. They don't. We see it all the time, every day, guys. There's this one woman on this police video, jumped in a U-Haul and tried to run over a woman holding her son. The woman in the U-Haul had a son. There was a woman in the parking lot holding her son, the woman in the U-Haul. She tried to hit the woman in the U-Haul who was holding her son. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Shane will win with the $10 super chat. Says they literally sold their son out for personal gain. I have no sympathy. You will be rewarded. No grace. You cannot pass go. You cannot collect $200. The black community continues to cook itself. Absolutely. Casual Germ with the $10 super chat says, to be honest, for money like that, all you have to do is hire a mid-looking white woman and let her call you the N-word for 5 minutes. No need to delete people. Poverty solved. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Panda Trucker says, are you surprised that they're selling their own son out? Black folks been selling their family out for generations. The first black slave was bought and sold by his own family. Absolutely. And then Just My Opinion says, don't fly too close to the sun, brother. No, he's not flying too close to the sun, my guy. He ain't flying too close to the sun. Panda Trucker speaking facts. He's speaking facts. Like, he ain't flying too close to the goddamn sun, man. What the fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? Niggas sell each other all the goddamn time. What you talking about? Why do you think niggas join gangs all the goddamn time? Because their mothers don't give a fuck about them. What's the first, dude? One of the underlying undercurrents of young men who join gangs, they always say, it's the only family I've had. The only family I've had. The only family I've had. These people ride or die for each other. Only family I've had. What about your mama? Nope, don't care about them either. Don't care about them either. Bradley Mike Golf says, what's up, Donovan? My brother of slightly darker color. Hope all is great. My brother of a darker color. My brother of a darker color. But yes, this is another case. This is another case of another black mother putting her child at risk. Kayla Hayes, by acting the way she has, misappropriated. Because here's the thing. I can promise you this. I know that Drew Anthony has absolutely no say in where that money is being spent. I do know that. I do know that. It was Kayla Hayes who spoke at the press conference. It wasn't Drew Anthony. All Drew Anthony is doing is exposing himself. Out on Facebook telling everybody that they're in Louisiana and shit. No, Drew Anthony doesn't run that family. That family is run by Kayla Hayes. Please believe. She runs that shit. She runs that shit. John Bauman. Wait, Bauman. Is that how you pronounce that, John? Bauman? Is that Bauman or Boffman? Boffman? $10 super chat says, you think all this is bad? Take a look at the judge he drew for the trial. Okay. Let's see here. Judge. Uh-oh. Oh, Angela C. Tucker. Oh, yeah. It's Angela Tucker. Yeah, the black woman. The black woman. Yeah, it's not up to the judge what happens to Karmelo. It's not up to the judge what happens to Karmelo. The judge does not determine innocence or guilt. That is for the jury to decide. That's for the jury to decide. But yes. Angela Tucker is also the judge who allegedly gave the Anthony family permission to flee the state? Like, I thought he wasn't allowed to leave Texas. Yet rumor has it they're in Louisiana somewhere. Let's take a look at another Karmelo Anthony video, and then we will take a look at the debate.
Something ain't right. The family of Karmelo Anthony, who's accused of first-degree murder, is asking a GoFundMe for $1.4 million for legal fees. But something ain't right. They didn't raise over $538,000 for his legal fees. But they're asking for a court-appointed attorney. Asking for a court-appointed attorney. Listen, what y'all do with that money? What y'all do with that $500,000? That's $500,000. Something ain't going wrong. I don't know what this family's doing, but y'all going through some money. Ain't no way you got $538,000 from GoFundMe for your legal fees, and you asked for $1.4 million. Something ain't right. Y'all did some of that money. I don't care what you say. You don't go through $500,000 that's supposed to be for his legal fees and asking for $1.4 million. The cat's out the bag. The family did some of that money. That money's supposed to go for that boy's legal defense.
Here's what I want to know. Where is Dominique Alexander in all this? Like, Dominique Alexander was talking to anyone who would listen about this case. We haven't heard from him in weeks. Am I wrong?
And now you spending it or doing something. You gonna ask for $1.4 million? This is outrageous. The family of Karmelo Anthony needs to be investigated because you got $500,000 for his legal fund, and you get.
They don't need to be investigated. No. There is absolutely no need to investigate the Anthony family. Listen, the Anthony family, as far as I know, they haven't done any outside of Karmelo stabbing Austin to death. They haven't done anything illegal. They asked the public for money. The public gave them money. They spent the money. What they do with the money, that remains to be seen. Marcus says the lawyers told Alexander to zip it. Yeah, okay, now that's probably, you're probably right. They probably told him, yo, dude, shut the fuck up, man. You're making shit worse. But yeah, we don't listen. The Anthony family doesn't need to be investigated. The Anthony family is doing what people have been doing to the black community now for decades. Robbing these niggas blind, appealing to their emotions, appealing to the matriarchy. Say, help us protect our baby. We want a fair trial. We need money for expenses. Go on. Y'all can spend, listen, they can spend the money on whatever they want. Whatever they want. I really don't care. I do not care. This is just another and a long line of examples of what niggas do. See, guys, this is the funny thing. This is the funny thing. The Anthony family, and stay with me here. The Anthony family's behavior with all of this money, this tells us exactly what's going to happen if black people get reparations. You think black people, let's just say that all black people got reparations. Let's just say they all got, I don't know, $250,000. Right? Now, if black people do get reparations, okay, number one, buy stock in Hennessy, okay, because that's going up. What stocks should be, hold on, just real quick. Let's just do a fun little exercise here. What stocks should we buy if black people got reparations? Hennessy would be number one. Nike would probably be number two, although I don't know if Nike shares are even available right now, right? Newport cigarettes. Who makes those? Philip Morris? Yeah, Connor Brown says Jordan's, Newports. Yeah, Nike. Yeah, you guys know. Yeah, dude. Yep, chicken. Yep, absolutely. Yes, sir. Chicken joints, fried chicken, Popeyes, absolutely. Watermelon, weave. Yes, sir. Weed, Popeyes, Newports. You guys know. Grey Goose, maybe. I don't know. Do niggas drink Grey Goose? I don't know. I know niggas drink Hennessy. I mean, when I was drinking Hennessy. Connor Brown said grape soda. But all jokes aside here, guys, the way the Anthony family has moved with this sudden influx of cash, this is exactly what would happen if niggas got reparations. If niggas got reparations, okay, this is what they would do. This family has blown through over $500,000 in less than 2 months. 2 months! 2 months! $500,000. If you want a preview, if you want sort of a sneak preview as to what niggas would act like if they got reparations, look no further than the Anthony family and this $500,000. This is what they do. They go out and they spend money on depreciating assets. They didn't go out and buy a home. They fucking rented one. That is a fucking L. If that ain't some nigga shit, I don't know what is. How the fuck you gonna rent a $900,000 home instead of buying one? Then you gonna lease or buy a Cadillac Escalade? Of course you bought an Escalade. Of course you did. Niggas spend money on depreciating assets. And all depreciating assets, all the stock would go up temporarily, and then in less than a quarter, niggas would still be below the poverty line. Tell me I'm wrong. If you want to know what niggas would do if they got reparations, look at the Anthony family. They're telling you exactly, they're giving you the blueprint. Anytime niggas come into a lot of money, they do nigga shit. But we want reparations. Panda Trucker with the $5 super chat says 1.2 million, actually 1.4 million for Anthony's defense. Y'all, I'm finna start a GoFundMe for Anthony's defense attorney too. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yes, invest in tow trucks. Because because here's the thing. If they got $250,000, they would put $100,000 on a Mercedes with a $2,000 a month car payment. I swear to God, niggas are so goddamn dumb. Dumb niggas.
In a court-appointed attorney and ask for $1.4 million? That's crazy.
That is crazy. How the hell are you gonna ask for a court-appointed attorney after raising $500,000? Marcus says BBLs galore. No, black women don't need BBLs, actually. Black women don't need BBLs. That's some white girl shit. Black women, they got plenty of ass. Black women don't need They definitely do not need BBLs. All right, we're going to end the show with my debate with Queen Dee Said It. And guys, this wasn't really a debate. This wasn't really a debate. It wasn't really a discussion. All it was just her talking shit. She didn't listen to anything I said. All she wanted to do was argue, spit, complain, blah, 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 blah. She didn't make any arguments. She barely answered any of my questions. But guys, this is what you get. This is what you get from the so-called black community who call themselves defending Karmelo Anthony. Let's continue. Let's do it. How do you pronounce your handle?
Dee Said It. I'm Queen.
Okay. Queen Dee Said It. All right. What's on your mind, Queen Dee Said It?
How are you today?
Doing good. How about you?
I can't complain. Hey, everybody in the chat. I want to tell you
good
speaking,
stuff.
Which is due. And I want to tell the host, how you doing? Donovan, never met you before, but I had to come on your platform. I see you talking about the guiltiness of Karmelo Anthony.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask you a quick question. I want to know, if everybody is waiting on the evidence, how did he become guilty already?
That question made absolutely no sense. If everybody's waiting on the evidence, then how is he guilty already, huh? Well, he's not. He hasn't been convicted in a court of law.
But from what I hear, everybody feel like he's automatically guilty, because when you say he don't have self-defense, so you can't claim self-defense, then that means he's guilty already. Because why can't you claim self-defense if you haven't been tried and called guilty?
Well, I'm not the court of law. I happen to be a part of the court of public opinion, and I think he's guilty.
Okay. You think him guilty? Do you think he's guilty? There was no self-defense anywhere.
No. I think he is 100% guilty. Because again, multiple, and I don't know if you're probably aware of this, but there are multiple news outlets that have been able to view the tape. And to a person, they all say that there was no physical altercation leading up to the incident. They said that they didn't have any clue. There was no precursor. It was just kind of everything was calm, and then it was chaos and all that good stuff. So, and of course, there are also multiple witness accounts that we're going to get into a little bit later if you want to stick around for that. That also verified that Austin Metcalf didn't bully him. He didn't grab him. He didn't touch him. He didn't have a weapon, et cetera, et cetera. This is why I think he's guilty. Okay, so right off the bat, this woman knows that I'm not dumb. She knows I'm not a dumb nigga. She knows that she can't debate me. She can't argue me. She can't argue with me on the facts. So she just literally goes black woman on us because she knew she was outclassed.
Okay, so you going off what the news forecaster said, and it still didn't get to a jury.
Yeah, I'm going by. No, hold on. Let me finish. I'm going by what the news said, and I'm also going. Hold on.
It was my turn.
No. See, now here's what you're not going to do, Queen. You're not going to talk while I'm talking. Okay, I'm going by what I've seen and heard on the news, as well as the police report. And so I'm not going to. You know what's funny? We all doubt like the mainstream media, CNN, Fox News, blah 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 blah. Unless, of course, it's talking about something that we either agree or disagree with. And then, of course, we fall on that side. There have been multiple people from multiple news outlets who have said, hey, look, like we've seen the tape and there was no incident before the incident.
I know that's what the question I was asking you. So you're going off what the news said. I wasn't over talking. I was asking a specific question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going by what the news said and what's on the police report.
Oh, okay. So from what I've seen on the police report, if it wasn't a guilt there, then why would you have to go and get your brother?
What are you talking about?
If you weren't doing anything, why would you have to go and get a brother for any kind of defense of anything?
See, that doesn't. I don't understand what you're talking about. Please walk me through that.
You don't know the story of Karmelo Anthony and how it started?
Just answer the question. I know the story. What I'm asking you is, what does his brother have to do with this? It was Austin Metcalf who was stabbed.
Why was he approached? Because see, I guess what I'm trying to say is,
why was he approached? See, why was he approached? And then she starts. This is how niggas argue. They ask a question, and then when you start to answer it, then they talk.
Find ourselves.
Steve the R guy with the $5 super chat says, Queen, I would eat your dark chocolate cat. Yeah, I'm timing you out for that, brah. Come on, man. Seriously? Like, come on, brah. Like, I appreciate the super chat, but dude, don't be super chatting to tell some black bitch you'd eat her cat. Tell that or dude, send her the $5 super chat. What are we doing?
Running to the end of the story, but we need to start from the beginning of the story first. See, we're not in the beginning of the story. The beginning of the story didn't start when he stabbed. It was
the beginning of the story started. The beginning of the story started when Karmelo Anthony decided to bring a knife to school.
As of a lot of children. Let's keep going.
Okay, yeah, as of a lot of children, that doesn't make it right.
Right. So that doesn't mean you're going with an intent, but as you already know, there's a lot of kids that not only bring weapons to school, they also bring drugs to school, and they're found either on.
See, there it is. More obfuscating. More obfuscating. Now she wants to bring. See, she tried to say, okay, well, Karmelo Anthony brought a knife to school, but so do a bunch of other kids. That doesn't. Okay, it's still illegal. Like, it's still against school rules. Just because all the other kids did it doesn't make it right for Karmelo, number one. Number two, Karmelo is the only person at the school who had a weapon who decided to use it to kill somebody.
Possession or in backpack. So it's not nothing new. So
hold on. Drugs don't. You're right, but drugs don't have anything to do with this. Number one.
It's the same basis that you're bringing something illegal to school is what I'm getting at.
Okay, as did Karmelo Anthony. So because everybody does it, that makes it okay for him too.
And that's not the part I'm negating.
No, see, there it is. See? I've already kicked her ass. She is not intelligent. She's low IQ. She's not able to talk circles around me. I said, look, like, nice try with she thought I was going to be like, oh yeah, that's a good point. Other kids do bring knives to school. That does not make it right. No. Let me know. Now you got to answer my question. I said, Karmelo Anthony, you said the story started. We don't know where the story started. The story started when Karmelo Anthony willfully and wantonly decided to bring a weapon, a knife to school. And you said a lot of kids bring the weapon to school, which says to me, well, because other kids do it, that must mean it's okay for Karmelo Anthony to do it. Here's also another difference. Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of kids with weapons. I'm sure there are. Well, you can answer that when I'm done. I'm sure there were also a lot of kids who had weapons on campus that day. Only one person decided to pull his out and stab somebody in the heart.
Right, when he was sitting up on the school's tent. Because he didn't just pull it out when he was not up under the tent. He pulled it out while up under the tent being bullied to get from under the tent while it's raining. So that's why I say the story don't start in one place where most people start the story ahead of the TV station. You got to start the story where it gets started at.
Shane will win with the $5 super chat. Says, my previous super chat, man, that brother is starving Denzel Washington. Yeah, man.
It didn't start with that knife.
Hold on. It did start with the knife. It did start with the knife. It did start. Okay, I need you to. Okay, look. Let's have a good. Let's have a rational discussion. Let's not talk over each other.
I'm very rational.
Okay. Well, again, if you were rational, you would acknowledge that the story started when Karmelo Anthony decided to bring a weapon to school. Again, I'm sure a lot of kids brought weapon, and I really need you to quit talking while I'm talking. I'll let you finish. Just let me finish. Okay. I'm not, and I guess this is a fundamental disagreement between you and me. A lot of people speed, okay? There are a lot of people who break the speed limit. If somebody gets caught and the police officer says, do you know why I pulled you over? Well, why'd you pull me over? Well, you're going 70 in a 70 in a 45 mile an hour zone or whatever. If I then say to the police officer, well, officer, look around. Everybody else is speeding. Do you think he's going to let me off with a warning? No, I broke the law. I got caught. I pay the price.
But guess what? But what if you said to the officer when you're looking on the other side of, hey, officer, yes, I know I shouldn't have had this done. Yes, I know I shouldn't have been speeding. But my wife is on the other side pregnant and she's in labor right now. Do I get a pass?
Yeah, no, don't do that. No, hold on, Queen Dee Dee, what you've done is now you're obfuscating, okay? I gave you a simple example, and you brought in an extenuating circumstance. Obviously, if I have a wife, and hold on, let me finish. Obviously, if I have a wife and she's pregnant and I'm trying to speed to get to the hospital, you see her smiling and laughing and being demonstrative? This is her she is uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable. She's getting her ass kicked. And what black women like to do when they're getting their asses kicked in a debate, they like to smile and laugh like they're unaffected. No, she was clearly affected. And King Life says she would say random BS to try to throw you off. Yeah, of course I'm going to tell the officer, yes, listen, I know I'm breaking the law, but here's the thing. Carmelo Anthony didn't have a pregnant wife.
So, but listen, just like Carmelo Anthony didn't need anybody to tell him to get from under the tent, then go get their twin brother to make them move.
Did. Carmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest, and he killed him. He is absolutely, say again?
In self-defense.
No, you're wrong. It was not self-defense.
Why wasn't it not self-defense? If you have to go get someone to come back and approach me,
if you're going to ask, nobody went and got anybody to confront anybody with anything. The accounts from eyewitnesses ma'am, I really need you to let me finish talking. Please, I'm begging you here. The eyewitness accounts says that Austin Metcalf, matter of fact, there's actually another story that Karmelo Anthony said, touch me and see what happens. Austin Metcalf touched him.
That's right.
Then he said, punch me and see what happens. Right? Austin Metcalf clearly didn't punch him, but touching someone does not rise to the level of responding with deadly force. In order for the self-defense claim to be valid, his life has to be in danger. If you are going to respond with deadly force, you have to have a reasonable, there has to be a reasonable threat of physical violence. And clearly that was not the case, which is why the state of Texas has charged Karmelo Anthony with first-degree murder.
He haven't been found guilty as of yet. That's their opinion, and I believe they're outright wrong. And the next thing is, who determines my level of fear?
Who determines my level of fear? So this is what black people like to do. They like to, she thinks she's won the argument here. I determine my level of fear. No, the state determines your level of fear. Well, the state does. And the videotape.
Somebody asked me, no. If I'm inside me, who determines my level of fear?
The state, bitch. Yeah, you don't, because then you could just
I feel on the inside.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because here's the thing. Hold on. Let me finish. If I'm in a daycare center, okay, and I've got these cute little kids, walking around, all of a sudden I start kicking.
Oh yeah, but not me.
Do you want Karmelo Anthony to walk?
He will walk.
There you go.
It's not a want. It's a requirement.
Well, it's a requirement. Okay. And what if he doesn't? And what if, because here's the thing, Queen, there is a world in which Karmelo Anthony is acquitted. Okay. Just because he's been indicted does not mean he is going to be found guilty. Okay. So what happens in your mind? What happens if he's found guilty?
If he's found guilty, then we're going to have to deal with that.
Then we're going to have to deal with that. AKA, we are going to respond with violence. There it is. If he's found guilty, we're going to have to deal with that. So Queen Dee said it, is telling us what we already know about the black community. If he gets convicted, they're going to chimp out and start destroying shit. And how would you deal with that? How would you have to deal? No. Don't run, Queen, baby. Don't run from the question. If he is found guilty, how are you? If he is found guilty, how are you going to deal with that?
At 6'2" and wear heels, I won't run from nobody that walked this earth. And when I say what I said, I will answer that question when or if. But he would not be found guilty. We will deal with that on the other side of it.
So you're going. So it sounds to me like you're. It sounds to me like you're going to respond with violence, and that's what you monkeys do.
But I never answered that. So are you going into violence? Because I never said that.
Well, you said you're 6'2" and you've never run from anybody. Okay, ma'am. We cannot talk over each other. Don't act like the typical black. Don't act like the typical black. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Go on. Yep, there you go. Laugh and smile, but you literally just sat up here and okay, see, now I got to mute you. You just sat up here and indirectly said we're going to deal with that. Be specific on how we're going to deal with that. If it's not violently, then how are you, the black community, going to deal with that? Be specific. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Because I think you're talking about violence. What say you?
If I thought you was talking about violence, I said you would be there too, because if the KKK come, they're going to get both our black ass.
See, there it is. See? That has nothing to do with any of this.
You're
so answer. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Answer. See, you can't answer the question because you're talking about violence.
Because you would be retaliating like that as well.
Now you're acting like a monkey. This is the way you. This is the way.
It's not silky.
This is the way. Oh boy. All right. Well, you know what? You're probably. Yeah, you're
exactly.
Probably right.
So do you think you would be of opposite of me as a black woman?
Yep, sure will. The difference between you and me is that you're a nigga and I'm not.
And I could be, but then what makes
No, you are. No, you are, because you still haven't answered my question. I asked you. No, you did not answer the question. I'm asking you. Okay, no, hold on. No, I didn't. The reason I'm not saying I didn't like your answer because you didn't. No. You didn't give me an answer. Okay. I need you to answer. I asked you, if Karmelo Anthony is convicted, what are you going to do about it? And you said, we'll have to handle that. I think you're talking about violence. You say you're not. So I need to know from you specifically what you meant when you said if Karmelo Anthony is convicted of first-degree murder, what dealing with it means. Now you can answer.
I love it when I come on a platform and I have to shake their ass like they sassy cats. I said what I said and I'm not taking it back. That's what hashtag said.
You weren't specific.
I said what I said. You didn't like my specificness.
Then what did your what specifically did you say? You said we're going to have to deal with that.
If we have to.
And how would you deal with that?
How would you deal with it?
No, I asked you first. How would you deal with it?
Well, man, I gave you the floor. You like the lead, don't you?
Yeah, you would respond with
violence.
How
would you answer that? How would you answer that question?
Well,
and don't get silly dilly when you do it.
Okay, I'll answer when you answer. If Karmelo is convicted, what are you people gonna do?
Why would we have to play this game? I'm at your platform. This is Kool-Aid, y'all.
See, you don't want to answer. She said, "Why do we have to play this game?" She doesn't let. I've got her, man. She already revealed herself. If he is convicted, we go and deal with that. I got her to break character. Niggas gonna react with violence, and she didn't want to say it. It took her like 20 minutes to finally say, "Okay, we're gonna do an appeal." A question because you'll respond with violence. That's my
appeal process, right? We'll go through appeal. How about that?
Okay. Oh, there we go. I wanted to hear the truth. Are you going to be a part of that appeal?
That ain't my truth, though. I told you what you want to hear. I pacified you with what you want to hear. We would deal with that when we get to it.
And how would you deal with that? Be specific.
We would not get to that with him.
How do you know?
Why are you upset?
Why am I upset?
Yeah, it seemed like you're upset. You're supposed to be treating me like a guest in your house.
What?
You treat me like them Karmelo brothers when they went and slaughtered that pig a couple weeks before they this incident of self-defense took place.
I haven't raised my voice.
Did y'all realize that? Did you know? I'm not being funny. Did y'all know they?
She's all over the place now. See, she absolutely has nowhere to go. She has nowhere to go. She has been absolutely thwarted. She's been destroyed, and now she's just gonna try to filibuster and talk her way out of shit. No.
You didn't know the karate. Go look at my channel. They knew karate. Mm-hmm. They were slaughtering pigs a couple weeks before. They was at the shooting range. Then they turned around and went and played football. So they was very built up to do what they wanted to do. So what would little Karmelo Anthony do when he's never been in the woods?
He wasn't in the woods. He was in a tent.
Of course he was in the woods. Go up under the ground. You two at the surface for me.
That's why you do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? What, man? He's never been in the woods. Bitch, this didn't happen in the woods. This happened in the tent. Got her again, but then she look, listen, it's something levels above me or whatever. This is crazy.
Funny. Did y'all know they knew karate?
No.
You didn't know the karate. Go look at my channel. They knew karate. Mm-hmm. They were slaughtering pigs a couple weeks before. They was at the shooting range. Then they turned around and went and played football. So they was very built up to do what they wanted to do. So what would little Karmelo Anthony do when he's never been in the woods?
He wasn't in the woods. He was in a tent.
Of course he wasn't in the woods. Go up under the ground. You two at the surface for me.
There it is. See that? Got her. You two at the surface for me. See, there it is. Got her again, and she just completely goes off the rails. Ay, ay, ay.
That's why you need to retaliate.
He was
on that white vest. You're not paying attention to life. You have on that white vest, and you're not paying attention.
Oh my God, you're way off we're way off the rails. I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
You're off the rails because you don't like the truth.
The truth is what? I asked you a question.
What's your new question? The last question you asked me was what would happen if he's found guilty? And I told you we'll deal with it then. You didn't like that
and
answer.
I asked you.
I said we'll file an appeal. What was your next question?
So you're no. I'm not. Well, I'm not done with that question yet. Who's gonna file? We are gonna file an appeal.
You're going too goddamn far. You don't even ask the white man no dumbass stuff like that.
Now
you didn't even
mad.
ask Trump what was he gonna do once he get out of office and got to face those damn felonies. So
what does Trump's felonies have to do with this? See? Same thing.
Why are you asking me to go so far past the appeal? What is it that you want to hear? You got on a white vest, you're riding like a goddamn angel, and I got my sage for you, and I'm dressed in my army gear. And listen, I don't got no hoodie to put on, but I'm gonna give you my hat, goddamn.
It sounds to me. You asked me why I was mad. I would ask you the same thing because it sounds to me like you're very upset.
I'm not mad, but I'm getting. It's hilarious because I can tell that I've stunned you.
You've stunned me.
You think I'm joking? You better know who I am. I'm at DD Said it. And when you want to rumble this floor about Carmelo Anthony, make sure you bring the right footage because I'm gonna react to everything that you have going on. Until
she ain't gonna react to shit. She's not reacting to shit, y'all. She knows she can't hang with me. This was the first and only, guys, this was the first and only time she will ever come up. I even put her in my mentions in the title. She ain't coming back up. She ain't coming back up because because she knows I absolutely cooked her ass. She, like the nigga in Miami, tried to throw Myron off the scent. Ad hominem attacks, blah, 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 blah. None of it worked. All right. Very, 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 very good. Ghost Artist on the Rumble side says, Queen needs to understand the revolution is over. Time to get with the program and join society. Yeah, this is the problem with niggas. They don't want to join society. Niggas want to be savages and follow their own rules. Well, they can do that if they want to. But, oh, wait a minute. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, by the way, guys, I guess I'll go ahead and make this announcement. So you guys know that my websites, they're always under attack. We know who's behind it. So we've decided that we are going to move everything to Patreon. We have decided we are going to move everything to Patreon. Okay? Everything to Patreon, and we've played around with the tiers, and I think you guys are going to be very, very excited about the new Patreon tiers. New tier number 1. There's the $5 tier, okay? Worth absolutely every penny, less than 17 cents a day. You get access to the TSR Live archive. You have access to every single TSR Live all the way from episode 1 until, 1173 or whatever we're on now. You're going to get access to 50 plus seasons of play-by-play dating show breakdowns. Guys, 54 seasons. We're on season number 55. I'm reacting to Love Island USA. Season 7, episode 3 will be tomorrow. I'm going to upload episode 2 tonight. I've reacted to all the dating shows, guys. Love is Blind, Temptation Island, 90 Day Fiancé, Married at First Sight. Holy God, dude, you name it, I've reacted to it. You also get access to the Collaboration Chronicles. Every collaboration I have ever done with any content creator will be available to you on Patreon. Now, why can't I just go to YouTube and see it, Donovan? Because they're not on YouTube anymore. I had to scrub my channel. In order to keep my channel monetized. That's neither here nor there, but that gives you guys more exclusive content. Also, you're going to get the audio podcast versions of all the live streams. So in case you can't watch, you can listen on the go. And then, of course, in total, you are going to have over 100,000 hours of exclusive content not found anywhere. That's just the $5 tier. The $10 tier. Now things are starting to get interesting. The $10 tier, you're going to get everything the $5 tier has to offer. Plus, with the $5 tier, you get the free ebook, 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship. Wildwood says, holy guacamole. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, brah. You ain't seen nothing yet. The coup de grace at the end, guys. The $10 tier, you're going to get everything. You're going to get everything in the $5 tier, which includes 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship. And you're going to get the ebook, The 49 Laws of Sharp. You're also going to have access to the audio version of How to Master the Game. That is 25 hours of rock-solid game gold. Then you're going to get my 7-part my 5-part, 7-hour audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, and one of the most important things I've ever done, the Ultimate Shit Test Guide. The Ultimate Shit Test Guide. So you don't have to buy the Ultimate Shit Test Guide, okay? That's a $200 product, guys. You get access to it for $10 a month. Okay, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, that's $119. You get access to that. Pardon me. You get access to that $10 a month, indefinitely. How to Master the Game, the audio version, that's $49. So you're going to get access to nearly $500 worth of products for just $10 a month. Oh, I'm still not done. Let's move to the $15 tier. Oh, now things are really starting to get interesting. You're going to get everything in the $5 tier, the $10 tier, plus you are going to get all of the ebooks. Dead Bedroom, The Cure for a Sexless Relationship. How to Stop Female Manipulation. How to Train Your Woman. How to Properly Vet Women for Long-Term Relationships. And the 49 Laws of Sharp. You're going to get all the ebooks, plus you're going to get all the courses. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. How to Master the Game audio, but for the $15 tier, you get access to the Ultimate Shit Guide test, the video version of the 49 Laws of Sharp, and the video version of How to Master the Game. All of this for $15 a month. Guys, this is $750 worth of products that you get access to. You don't have to spend $750. Pay $15 a month. You get infinite access to all of these. And finally, the $25 tier. Guys, let me make this clear. The $25 tier gives you access to my entire catalog of products. Okay? Womanese, volumes 1 through 5, video version. Womanese, volumes 1 through 5, audio version. How to Master the Game, audio, video. The 49 Laws of Sharp, video. The Ultimate Shit Test Guide, video. Love is Blind, Temptation Island, Married at First Sight, Perfect Match, F-Boy Island, The Ultimatum, all of the ebooks, the Collaboration Chronicles, the Dating Show Breakdowns, and of course, access to 1,000 plus episodes. Gentlemen, this is $3,000 worth of products that you will have infinite access to for $25 a month. That's it. $25 a month. You don't have to pay $897. You don't have to pay $897 for Womanese. For the Womanese video. You don't have to pay $687 for Womanese audio. You don't have to pay $119 for How to Build. You don't have to pay any of that. $25 per month, guys, and you get infinite access to all of these products. Every single one of these. $25 a month. So those are going to be the new Patreon tiers, guys. Those are going to be the new Patreon tiers. My books and courses will no longer be for sale a la carte. They're not going to be for sale, where they will be, but right now, starting tomorrow, starting July the 1st, you guys will have options to 5, the 10, the 15, and the $25 tier. Guys, this is the best value. This is the best value. You're going to get 100,000 hours worth of content. You're going to get all of my books, all of my courses. This will turn you into a stone cold player. Aaron Moses the One says, when are you taking the courses off sites if we've already purchased them? Yes, if you have already purchased the course, send me an email, donovansharprok@gmail.com, and we will make sure you are good to go. We'll make sure you're good to go. Yeah, send me an email. We'll grandfather everybody in if we need to. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. I'm no longer. I can't anymore. I can't. Anytime I put my books or courses on my own website, somebody goes in there and makes, they'll purchase what appears to be like $50,000 or whatever, and I know it's fraud. And then of course they charge it all back. So we're just gonna go through Patreon. At some point, I would say, probably right at the end of next week, we will put the courses, my books and courses, on Patreon for sale a la carte if you don't want to become a member. But for now, This is the best way to get your hands on my books and courses. For $25 per month, you literally get it all. I think that's going to make everybody's life a lot easier. Everybody's lives are going to be a lot easier. All right, good. Good stuff. Very good. All right, very, very nice. Great day today, guys. Great day today. I was highly productive. Rode my bike 15 miles, deadlifted today. I did some yard work. Started in with this Patreon stuff, so very much looking forward to the things to come. Let's see if there are any other straggling. Let's see here. All right, very good. Very good. So, guys, what's going to happen? What's going to happen this week? What's going to happen this week is all of my shows this week. All of my shows are going to be they're going to be right around. They're going to be at 5:30. I'm just experimenting with this nighttime slot. Make sure you join us Monday through Friday at noon Pacific on Rumble to join us for our daily dating show breakdowns. Appreciate that very much. We have a lot of fun over there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.